Welcome to Home Cinema and Tech Review. In this video, I'm going to review Byintek Sky X20. The name is long. This is a small projector and a long name for a pretty small projector. And this is a full HD on the declaration projector with a focus function from remote control. We don't have to fiddle with the knob on top of it like some other older generation LED projectors. And right now I'm connected, I have connected my 4K Realme dongle, and what you're watching is a 2K video projected from a full HD projector because I want to get the best picture out of it. But in the beginning of the video, I will tell you every detail. This video won't be long, but won't be short. So be making videos shorter because you have lots of comments under the comment section of many of my videos. To give you the detail, it needs to be long, but you don't want too long videos. So I will give you my conclusion in the beginning, and you'll be seeing the menu, details, physical abilities. So I measured this projector with my measurement tools and pretty pitch black room, and the measurement is, this device is actually 150 ANSI lumen, and it's not a powerful projector by any means, so you can use this projector. Right now I am projecting 100 inch, but by the way, if you're seeing this image is good, I'm projecting 2K, or I can make it 4K from Realme dongle. If it's the internal Android, it won't be this good, this sharp, because the internal Android can only play Full HD, and the quality is not the same with the Realme 4K dongle because of the chipset is not the same. Not good as the dongle itself. So I'm trying to show you the best picture quality this product can give it to you, but internals cannot give it to you. By the way, the second thing that you should be well aware before going further, what you're seeing is a HDR video. I just want you to see me because this is a pitch black room. I'm using only one light. I can probably use another light to make myself clear, but if I do that, the image will be washed out, as you can see here. So no ambient light will be successful with this projector. I just want to make sure that. And the reason that you see this is a bright image in the dark room, this video is HDR, so I have to show myself to at least while I'm talking about the projector. That's why you're seeing this is a bright image. No, it's not. It's not a bright, powerful projector. First, you have to know this. And the room light open, probably family members walking around, so no problem for me. But I just want to make sure that 150 ANSI lumen, on the declaration, they declare something else, but reality, if you measure it, many of the LED cheap projectors doing the similar stuff. So declarations are always higher, but reality is kind of like 50%, maybe sometimes 40 and less, if the brand is too much throwing out of their pocket like it's a free money. But it's not. So when you calculate it, you see the reality. Is it a sharp projector? It is kind of like sharp if you push the buttons enough with the autofocus. But in my test, right now the projector having a 3 to 4 degree, maybe 5 degree angle. Let me just try to do it flat. I don't want too much of a play with this thing, but right now it is flat, kind of flat. And when I do the focus thing, I couldn't make it perfectly focused all around. I focused on the edge, center little got soft. I focused on the center, edges kind of like soft, and I can clearly see chromatic aberration around the corners quite a lot. Right now I'm seeing a lot of purple fringing all around the corners. That shows the optical quality. For this price, we're not going to be expecting something huge out of it, and everyone just at the comments says like, you are expecting too much. No, I am not. So this is normal for this sort of price level, but is it normal for you to buy this level? So if it's the only budget that you have, you can go this level of product. But if it's not, you can gather around a little bit of more money. You can upgrade from the same brand, little higher volume, and get a better, sharper projector. Or you can go Wambu or Wankyo or who knows, GM Go, Xkimi, LG, or second-hand projectors like I showed you in my earlier videos. You can go budget way in the second-hand, quite sharper projectors. Lot of the bulb 720p projectors are way better than these projectors, and I will create whole another video comparing second-hand budget upcoming videos. I just want you to get more excited about it. I found a couple of short throws, regular throws, 720p, quite good projectors outperform many of the Full HD, even brand new projectors out there. And they are extremely bright and they are easy to own. Some of them are close to brand new models like this in the second-hand market. So if I were you, if I'm not looking for Android inside, everything built inside, kids room, second room, bedroom kind of like small projector to put it anywhere I want it, then I would go for bigger 720p second-hand projectors, way powerful than these, way sharper than these. The way sharper issue is an important issue for me. Like, the resolution is not the only thing. This is a Full HD projector from Epson, and I've changed my 4K Xiaomi to this, and this is better than the Xiaomi 4K, believe me. So the resolution on declaration is not the only thing. So you have to taking this into the consideration. So who is this for? We have a decent amount of sound speaker. We got quite a bit of cooling system, but we got a fan noise. I'm not going to measure the fan noise. It's regular for this size of projectors. Nothing to be extremely different, but it's noticeably hearable. But you're going to probably use your headphones, earbuds with the Bluetooth. You can connect it. I use these projectors like that. If you're going to use it with its own speaker, well, if you push the limits, you won't be hearing it too much. But I suggest you buy a Bluetooth speaker and connect it to it, and then don't care about the rest of the, fan noise issue. But any of the projectors create some sort of noise. Other than that, what could be thinking about it? The box content is good. I'm giving you the full conclusion here. The box content, we have a HDMI cable, which is interesting to see for this price level. We got a remote control, we got 2 batteries inside, and we got spare feet, I guess, in case of silicone feet have some sort of problem, or if you're going to probably mount it backwards or something like that, if you have to take them out. So other than that, it is small on the size. It could be plus for some people, but it is small on the size, but I don't think it will be dust proof like some of the Wambu models, because I can see clearly every hole around the case, and you'll be witnessing this with the physical part section of this video. So my conclusion is, if you're going to buy something like this, all-in-one setup, it could be an option. Autofocus, at least the focus function from the remote, could be positive for some people. For me, I sometimes choose the manual focus if it's not too good for the stepwise to calculate all the steps with going back and forth. I made another dedicated video, what could go wrong with the autofocus. So I'm not sure what your copy will be. So I'm talking about my copy here. And the optical quality, the lights are separated kind of like similar from left to right, but again we are going to witness a vignetting effect around the corners, and it won't be the same when it comes down to let's go back at the menu and try to figure out some let's go to the YouTube app again. We need to find something like dark space. You got a glow here, and we got to open the YouTube. Okay, I need to find a black, white screen. Okay, black. Yes, we got a black screen, and I will close my lights, okay? This is the black screen, and it's not, oops. So, this is the black screen, and it's not equal from every point, okay? We got a halo, and we got some sort of like, everything is not perfectly okay. When you think about it, this glare is coming from the projector. There's a glare effect here, That is a thing. I'm not saying this will be happening with your video, but definitely when you try to, watch stuff, it could be annoying for people. So, okay, I'm going to dim my lights. Again, like I told you, I'm giving right now above Full HD resolutions, 4K, if it's possible. So right now this is internal, sorry, this is the internal quality. Let's look at the video compared to the external one. The Wild World Dolby Vision Extreme. Okay, let's go. Okay. Okay. Wild World Vision 8K. Okay, I guess this was the video. So let's open it up. And I'm trying to open the same video with the external. And I'm going to do it 4K to create the sharpest image possible. So that's also going to show you, yes, really, really differentiates from the before and after. The sharpness, amazing detail that we are giving to the projector. So if you're thinking that you're going to get a good image from a cheap projector, you have to use a dongle that adds about $35 to $40. So I suggest buy a device without Android and use a dongle. And probably I will create a dedicated video because this information probably will be lost in this video. But it's a useful information I showed you like here. So you could buy this device. Am I recommending it? For the price, it is a good option. But if you go a little higher, you can buy Wanbo T2 Max, Wanbo T2 Max New, X2, X2 Max, or you can buy a second-hand Wanbo TT, Wanbo T6, T6R Max, kind of like a HDR, better speakered devices with less noise and also more dust-proof. And also probably optical quality and internal software will be better. But still, for the price, it could be acceptable for some people. I would go for the one without the operation system internally to get the best picture, sharpest picture out of it. And I haven't tested delay like milliseconds because I don't think this projector is a gaming projector. Many of the projectors are around long, latencies. And if you're wondering about the latency in gaming, I wouldn't play PS5 competitive. But if you're going to use casual, you can use it. Most of the time they're about 50 to, let's just say, 85 milliseconds, 50 to 90 milliseconds range, roughly. So you can play games. Yes, casual third-person games, FIFA kind of like games, but I wouldn't play FPS or something like this with this projector. It's ideal with the light power output for less than 100 inch. Just keep that in mind. 100 inch is like this, but you're not going to see as bright as in the video. It will be dimmer, but if your eyes can accept, why not? But if I were you, I would go for higher than 250 ANSI lumen power output in the real life because, well, in the 100 inch, when you get used to some brightness levels, it should be at least 250 to 300 level for a pitch black dark room. But if you go less than 100 inch, this is a good projector. But again, this sharpness belongs to the dongle. So, hope to see you in the next video. I will be leaving you with the physical functions, buttons, physical qualities, and also full menu details to show you all the menu capabilities. But this won't be adding something to my judgment and my conclusion. And you can ask at the comment section below, and people have this projector can share. This is a value for money kind of like projector. But again, if I were you, I would go probably a little higher on the price and get something more brighter, more powerful on the speaker side as well. If I'm going to keep things in a one package, because adding a dongle like this, it doesn't look good at the back, especially something this size, this small. And Having a speaker, again, adds a bulk and the price. Like dongle is around $35 to $40, 4K dongles, and speakers are about the $20 to $40. You're going to spend half the money, maybe even more, half the money of the projector to this hardware that you need. So hope to see you in the next video. I will be leaving you with the physical shots and detail menu. Bye. Welcome to the menu settings of the Byintek X20 or Sky X20. And in the beginning, I want to say the focus button works properly when you hit the button, but the focus is important and we are not seeing this section quite long, okay? It just suddenly disappears. So you have to take a look at somewhere in the middle or up top. But once you do, pixelate it in the center of it, okay, as just seeing the pixel, every pixel as possible. Okay, this is sharp, but this is getting quite soft. When I do it for up top, right now the up top is pretty sharp. I can see the pixels, but the center is soft. So it's an issue. It's not about the, I think this is not about the focus motor issue. This is more about the quality of optics. So here I focused in the center as it should be normally. If you focus in the center, if you're projecting straight, it needs to be properly good, but it's not. So it's a cheap projector. I'm not expecting anything extra. Everyone says I'm expecting too much. No, my eye health is important and I don't want too much of a ghosting around the text, especially when you go from center to edges. The ghosting effect is obvious and the text, just one letter just closes up with the second letter. It becomes just one. So that is how soft it is. So I don't want to use something like this in my home cinema setup, but it's usable still for this price range. This could be acceptable for me, not for a long time. I suggest to get a better, sharper projector always, as if you have the budget. So starting from the search, we got search settings. As you can see, it's connecting to the net. And we got home settings. At home, we got visual setup like Spotify and Facebook and Prime Video. Apps are showing cool. And this is kind of like what we used to for this level of projectors. Cloud D, and BBC News, Plex, Twitter, or X with the new name, CAD, Netflix, YouTube, Disney Plus, Prime Video, Facebook. And we got like populars and hot movies, upcoming trailers. And when we go up, apps shows like news, lifestyle, and music. You can, have groups and stuff. App store, you can install APK files. You can even play games if you connect Bluetooth gamepad and stuff, but probably the internals are not powerful as much as the new TVs or proper dongles. Dedicated 2 GB of 8 GB, kind of like higher spec dongles, 2 or 32 new style. As share server and iMirror, which means you're going to be able to use mirroring and stuff if you have an iPhone or Android. Google Play, we can install a lot of stuff. We got browser inside, that's good. Plex, BBC News, Spotify, YouTube, Netflix. So other than that, ASPN, BBC Sport, NBA, you can install everything if you got Google Play. But just make sure these devices have similar softwares and they might have vulnerabilities on the security side. I wouldn't be using my personal first account with this sort of brands and this sort of software. It's difficult to tell if there is any backward like malware and potential security issues, because we are going to using our Google TV accounts and credit cards and stuff. So if you're going to go for virtual credit card, that's no problem. So video is, again, I'm not saying this device is not secure, but you can watch the Linus Tech Tips video and I can create another video in the future similarly. I mentioned this, so I'm skipping that part. So there are recommendations, vlogs and stuff. Everything could be seen here, top series and stuff. This is not extremely important. Music, if you play music and you got recommendations, as you can see, different styles. And here we have up top settings, which we will be focusing mostly. What do we have in the settings? The software update, let's start from the right. We don't have a software update at the moment. That's not a shocking issue. Most of the devices don't get too much of an update. If there's a serious problem or if there's a serious correction needed. Media center, if you have a USB thumb drive, USB SSD hard drive that you can play from USB, that's good. You can internally play videos and musics and clips as well. So we got source, what do we have? AV, HDMI, USB, and we got, I guess, AV cable. The projector settings, we got front projector, rear projector, on top or bottom half projector. So we got positioning everywhere. You can mount it to the ceiling or the ground, or you can, backward mounting up or down. You got a lot of options. 4-point calibration, let's go. See what we can do. From 0, we are going to 200. Get ready, we are going to skew the image quite a lot. And that is a lot. By the way, I'm shooting again HDR to show myself or my hand, at least as much as possible. This is not a bright projector, so don't get too excited about what you see. Watch the entire video. So I finished this section. You can control the 4 keystone. Direction calibration, so as you can see, we can do a quicker side angle correction, and we can go a long way, but I'm not recommending for this sort of soft projector. This is not a powerful sharp projector. If you do it too much, okay, let's go 0, back to 0. If you do it too much digitally skewing the image, you're going to ruin the sharpness and details along the way. But if you have to, you have options. Auto vertical keystone is a good thing. Screen zoom settings, let's take a look. Screen zoom, I'm going forward, horizontal, vertical. Let's go whole zoom, because I don't think horizontal, vertical don't work. You can get it smaller if you want to watch TV, but also you're going to lose, this is a digital thing, you're going to lose, of course, the resolution. Once you go zoom in, you lose nearly half the resolution with 150x kind of like style. Let's go to 0. Again, right now this is around 100 inch, and I'm going back. And what else do we have? We have a network settings, Wi-Fi on, of course. We got Bluetooth settings. You can connect many devices like Bluetooth speakers, Bluetooth earbuds, headphones. Boot source, we got options, memory channel, AV, HDMI. You can make it default, but you can open up from HDMI if you're going to use a dongle. If you're going to use, directly play videos from USB, you can choose USB. We got lots of languages. Probably you can find your languages here somewhere. And we got system. System is kind of like time settings, network settings, and common settings. Probably the common is the things that we're going to be most, wondering for. The inputs, again, can be reachable here, and you can add, as you can see, picture is the most important part where we should be focusing. And when we come here, Dolby Vision notification, we have the brightness is 50 right now, it's user. The contrast is 50, hue is 50. The sharpness, I pushed it. So if you go back and forth, there is no change. That's a sad thing. Like, there's an option, but you should be seeing something with the text, right? 0 difference. So it's just there for entertainment, I guess. So it's not a big thing like I showed you in the earlier Wambu reviews. If you push it with Wambu, you definitely see they show you a picture, so you see the difference. But still, I pushed it. There might be a difference, at least not in the menu, but maybe in the videos you might see some sort of difference. But still, here we don't see anything. So we got here gamma, dark, middle, bright. Color temperature, we got probably cool, warm, and standard. Standard is okay for me. Advanced video, what do we have? Whoa, we got lots of functions. Max vivid, adaptive luma control, local contrast control, slow pick, blue stretch, and game mode. Game mode on. Nothing extremely adaptive luma control. Max vivid. Let's open up the Max Vivid. See if it's doing anything. So 11-point white balance correction. That's something new. I haven't seen in a while. So the gain is 5% now. You can tune that up. But when I hit the buttons, I don't see extremely different. Sound style, we got some options. Sound style, vivid sound style, sport, movie, vivid sound style. I have heard a pop, jazz, movie kind of stuff, but vivid sound style, that's a new thing. Probably they didn't bother themselves like making a visual text for the sound again. Equalizer detail, we got hertz levels, we can mix up, that's good. All of these things are good, but you're not going to be expecting extremely something crazy out of this projector. So when we go to the source, okay, again, back to the source, go back to the HDMI, and I will give you, again, this is a 4K dongle. I will open up, again, sorry about the phone, I guess I forgot about the phone. And to finish this, don't focus on the picture brightness. The camera is right now HDR, and just open it. I click the back button. That's bad. This is a bad stuff. So let's hit this same video, and I need to push it. Okay, I need to push it to 4K again. I'm giving 4K. I'm pushing the limits as much as we can. It's not sharp on the text, and there are fringing, color fringing everywhere here, which is very bothering, but since you're going to sit kind of like away from it, let's just go a little forward on the video to show you what can you achieve with extra $40–45 dongle. You can have sharp image, at least watchable image, but still you need a pretty flat, darkest room possible. Other than that, brightness won't be enough for gameplay, because to see the shadow details and see the details, this camera is right now shooting HDR. You won't be able to see the picture quality like this. This is a pretty dim, dark projector for a darkroom setup. But if you get 85-inch, that'll do good image. So this menu section is over. In this section of the video, I just want you to show you how dark the image is. Right now I am in front of the projector. That is the light that it can give it to my face. So the true brightness level is kind of like dark, and the room is right now is side lighted from a corridor, because my wife probably opened up the lights. I will get the projector close, okay? Get it close. This is right now about probably how much? I'm thinking about it. By the way, I need to keep it like this in a locked position. It is about 85-inch-ish, and I need to probably refocus it. I just want you to see the difference once you get close, but I want to go a little bit forward because this projector shines when it comes down to the size of, let's just say, I'm going to take the power cable, by the way, to close as much as I can, and right now it's difficult for me to get the positioning perfect because the tripod is not suited for heavy stuff. This is a camera tripod, but can handle this projector. So this is probably more suitable for this projector, and I'm trying to get the focus right. So this is as good as it can be, and the image size, I'm trying to hold the projector up top because it's falling down with the cable, and I guess this is the level that can be usable, and it's about 80 inches. I think this projector is kind of like okay to use 80 inch, but if you go 100 inch, you have to have a perfect black room, and you don't want to care too much about the sharpness and picture quality and the brightness loss along the way. So all these things are normal for 150 and Suleiman projector. and it's usable for the price, it can be purchasable item. So that part is also finished. For this physical part of the Sky X20, we're going to take a close look at Byintek's projector. The plastic feels quite a bit of cheap and like refurbished plastic from, you know, waste kind of like feeling. I'm not against the plastic, but it feels cheap. So it's not a premium feeling for the price range. You can accept that, but if you're looking for photoshopped or 3D CGI photos and videos in the descriptions, it's not going to match your expectations. So don't be fooled on the product descriptions. So what do we got at the back? We got at the back HDMI port, and this is a headphone port. This is AV port. Because we have cables, let me just show you the box content. We got an AV port. That's an interesting stuff. If you ever want to use something like this, you got it. An old device like a PS3 or something. We got a HDMI cable. That's new stuff that I haven't seen a while for this price range. And what do we have as a remote control? We got a simple remote control like this: volume up and down, home button, menu button, return button, all the functions of directions, and we got focus button here, and in the middle, as you can see, a mute button. So this is a simple remote. Let me just compare, oops, I hit the camera. Let me just compare it with the Realme 4K dongle remote. If you used to have Xiaomi remote controllers, this is kind of like it. If you have license, you got a remote like this. This is more plasticky. On the finishing at the edges, you can see the glow. This feels like Amazon remote control. This is regular remote control. Nothing exceptional, but something interesting. The back cover, battery cover, is not opening like the regular ones. You're not going to hit it like this. You're going to put your nail in and take it out. I don't think this is practical to make it close like this, and it doesn't feel right. I would like to see something like this. Okay, push it and take it out. I don't know why they've chose this, but it's a thing, I guess. So we got also another remote control. Sorry, the user manual, quite a bit of in detail, and we got probably about, let's just take a look, 80 to 90 centimeters up top, 1 meter power cable. I would really see a longer power cable instead of a HDMI, because power cable really sucks this thing down when it's on a tripod. On the front, we got a glowy surface. As you can see, we got depth, and at the bottom we got screw hole for 1/4 inch. We got cooling system, can be seen all around. That means it can get dust, I guess, because if it's showing too much of an inside, yeah, right. So what do we have here? We have a nail can come in here. I got a filter. That's a good thing to hear or see, but still I have filter here, but it's not extremely, you know, protective kind of like feeling filter. It's a filter, yes, but I don't think in the long run this will protect against probably a lot of dust. It will protect time to time. You can clean it, but I'm not going to, you know, imagine it will protect all the way like a fully dust-proof setup. So that's about it. And we have, what do we have here? Is this opening? Well, I can't open it, but there's a hole here. We got a speaker here. We got a power cable input here. And we got, again, cooling system can be seen here. But the issue is, I would prefer the power cable at the back. Around the side, it looks ugly because this thing is small and you want to put it on a bookshelf. And maybe this is my opinion, but I would like to see it at the back instead of on the right or the left. That's a thing for me. But the feet are good, and you got separate feet. That's a good thing. If you have any problems with these feet, okay, they've sent separate feet for you to stick it on. That's a good thing. So that's about the physical part. And the glass is not a big as the others I reviewed, like the Wambu T2 Max or TT, kind of like higher priced LED projectors. The glass is small. That might be also the cause of softness and also any kind of sharpness thing. But for the price, we're always talking about the price. things could be acceptable for the price, but you should be looking for the alternatives as well. So if you want to see a proper projector, this will be a total annihilation. I will hit the OK button and I will hit the Epson button here just to show you. Of course, the Epson is around brand new, probably about $2,000 range if it's a brand new. So it wouldn't be ideal to show $2,000 projector with a $120 projector. But still, this is an Android 11 licensed, fully tuned up B-stop projector, and that will have to give you some idea. Right now it's not focused, it's focused for the ALR screen, dedicated ALR screen distance. That's why you're seeing a little bit of soft. The logic of this is not about the sharpness right now. I have to refocus it, but show you the same picture with the brightness levels. This is the echo mode of the projector. Let me just push it. Right now this is a lit room and there is no dynamic setting. This is how a professional projector looks like. Okay, so that's why there is a place. This is a full HD projector. Again, a full HD. What you were watching on the declaration was a full HD. So that's why I'm referring, if you want to buy full HD, there is a lot of different stages of full HD projector. Look at the sharpness of this. So it should be a good projector. It's not always about the specs of the resolution at the end of the video. I hope to see you in the next video. And until the next video, hoşça kalın.